So now important thing is we have to know the difference between the what is the, do you mean by weather and climate. Anyone would like to tell me what is the difference between or what is the relationship between weather and the climate? Anyone? Just try. I know that you are not from the agriculture background, so just try. If it's okay, then okay, and if not okay, then you will learn something. Okay, just try. Quick. Weather and climate. So just then say no. Okay, just so weather. What do you mean by weather? Weather is just like state or condition. Suppose you are in a room. So current state or current condition of your room or your place at a given time, it is your weather. If you are feeling hot, okay. If you are cold, the weather is cold. So weather is a state
Sir,
or
your
a
voice is breaking.
now it is okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is just breaking in
Oh,
between.
okay. So state or condition at and at given instant of okay. Wait a minute. One student have Abhishek. Given place and the given time or instant the condition atmosphere for a given place or for a given period of time. Just it is a period. Whether it period. And if someone will ask me what is the climate, so summation of the weather. Just a summation of the weather. Summation of weather for a long period of time. Suppose one day you are feeling hot, another day you feel also feel we say summer season. About a climate or a season, they are the generalized weather or the summation of weather. Okay. So we call it as a generalized weather or summation of weather. टेम्परेचर को जोड़ जोड़ के हमने एक क्लाइमेट बना ली समेशन ऑफ वेदर. This is the very difference between weather and climate. And climate is for the long period. Okay. So wait a minute. Okay. So this is all about the weather and climate. It is for a short period, for a short region. It is for a long period and a long region or a large area. So what is the application of weather and climate? How weather is suitable and where climate is suitable? Okay. Why for this is important? So for with the knowledge of weather and with the knowledge of climate, what you are going to do? If you have the knowledge of the current environmental condition, then you can go. short term irrigation. Suppose you know that today it is then you need not to give the irrigation in the field. Suppose you know that there is no rainfall in 2 or 3 days, then you have to apply the irrigation in the field. So weather is just related with the crop growth. If you have better idea of the weather, then you are going to decide which operation we have to use in the crop field, so that our growth is maximum, development of the crop, our yield will be maximum. So weather is related with the yield maximization, whereas climate is used for the sorry, selection of the crop. If suppose you know that the in area you are living, that is hot and humid climate or desert climate, that in that situation you are going to select the crop that are suitable for the dryland area, or that crop that requires very less scanty rainfalls. Okay, so climate selection of the crops, whereas weather knowledge is used to enhance the yield or a growth or development of the crop. So these are the application of the weather and the climate. Okay, so this is all about the weather and the climate. Then there is a very basic question between weather element. Lakshmi, please tell me what do you mean by weather element? What are the elements of the weather? Anyone? Element of the weather? What is the elements of the weather? आप देख के बोल सकते हो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. प्लीज रिप्लाई.
Humidity,
Humidity, good. Next, anyone?
wind is wind,
Wind, good. Next, so these are your weather elements. Okay, on which going to be changed. So this is all about the weather, and we will discuss one by one the weather element. Okay, so we have discussed about the rainfall. Rainfall is related with the monsoon. Okay, solar radiation we will discuss in very brief. Temperature, humidity, and wind. Okay, these are the important things that you have to at least know. Coming about the seasons, how many seasons are there? Okay, anyone? How many seasons are there?
3,
Three. Which season? Anyone else? According to Hindi we have 6 seasons, and for English we just uh, study about the only 4 seasons. Okay, first is your spring. Okay, summer, then autumn, and then winter. Sometimes they make a called a rainy season and another season, but for you just remember these four seasons only. Okay, spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Then spring season start with the January. Start with the calendar year. Okay, January to March. It is just for your knowledge. No, this has no relation with your examination. Okay, January to March, then April to June. This is the month of April, and you will feel that the temperature is too high, and it is not going to be tolerable. Okay, so April to June is the month of summer. Then July to September, that we call rainy, is your autumn, and winter October to December. So these are the four season that is used. And in the spring season we see that the fresh leaves are coming out from the leaves. Okay, then is spring season means basant. In Hindi we call it is basant, in which the fresh leaves are coming from the trees, and it is very good for the nature. And in summer season generally flowering and fruiting takes place in the horticulture and forestry trees. And autumn and winter you all know. So this is all about the season. If you are comfortable you can study, and or you can remember, or it is not important for your examination. Okay, just for your knowledge. Rest thing, this thing is very important. How you are going to characterize a area into we have studied about the monsoon. So on the basis of the rainfall received, we have classified the climatic regions. This is very much important. Region. So if any area receives less than 500 of rainfall, we call it as a arid region. Arid region means desert region. If the rainfall received by the area is between 500 to 750 then we call it as a semi-arid region. If it is between 750 to 1000 it is your semi-humid region. And if it's above 1000 then it is your humid region. Okay, in some book it is more than 1200 so in general the we receives 1194 rainfall or 1200 rainfall. So we can classify India as a semi humid to humid region. Okay, so the region of your Cherrapunji are strictly humid region, and the region of your Rajasthan is your strictly desert or arid region. Okay, yes or no? Okay,
Yes.
next. Next is important topic for your examination is humidity. Humidity. What do you mean by humidity? Anyone? Anyone? Please tell. What is humidity?
Water vapor content in atmosphere.
Okay, yeah, it is the amount of water vapor that is present in your atmosphere is your humidity. Atmosphere. It is very important for your crop. If the humidity percentage is high, then your crop is susceptible to the disease and the pest. Various disease and pest can attack. So we have to first analyze the humidity. So We have classified humidity into three categories. First is absolute humidity. Your specific humidity. And third is your relative humidity. I think I have covered this in any of the lectures in the beginning. So anyone would like to tell me what is the difference between is absolute, specific and the relative humidity? Please help me.
The absolute is a true humidity.
Okay, true humidity. Suppose this is your humidity. We are going to define this. Suppose write the formula. Actual mass of water present in atmosphere divided by volume of the atmosphere. Suppose so the unit is your cubic meter square या gram per meter cube. Actual mass is measured in the gram and volume is measured in meter cube. So the unit of your absolute humidity is gram cube. Okay. So rate of water vapor that is present volume of a air is your absolute humidity. Clear? Is it okay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Second is specific air humidity. Specific humidity, the formula is going to be same. The weight of the water vapor or mass of water vapor in a divided by weight of moist air in atmosphere means here weight by weight, it is the ratio of weight by weight, then the unit of the your specific humidity is gram per kg. The mass of the absolute humidity is your gram per meter cube, whereas the unit of the specific humidity is gram per kg. Okay, so it is the specific humidity. It is both are not as good for the agriculture, but the one of the best humidity that is used in the agriculture purpose is your relative humidity or RH. It is suitable for the agriculture or used in the agriculture. Suitable for agriculture. How you are going to define the relative humidity? Relative humidity is defined as the amount of water vapor present in the air. Amount of water vapor present in the air divided by amount of water per required for the saturation of the air. Required for saturation of the air. Suppose mm, the need of four chapati. Okay, so your for your saturation or for your saturation of hunger, just require four chapati, and have eaten only one chapati. 1 by 4 means 25% of your hunger is just co- satisfied or satisfied. Okay, so this is one thing that amount of actual water vapor that is present in the air, and they divided by the what is the potential of the water vapor or that the atmosphere to accommodate the water vapor for its saturation. So it is very much important. It is just amount of water vapor present in the air and divided by the amount of water vapor required for the saturation of the air. Okay, at a fixed temperature and the pressure. Okay, this is the biggest thing that is used for the agriculture purpose of. And one more important thing, and in one more important question that everyone is going to ask with the relative humidity. What is the unit of the relative humidity? Can anyone give me the unit of the relative humidity, please?
Percentage.
What?
Percentage.
Okay, percentage or unitless? It's a unitless quantity, or it is just represented in a percentage. Okay, so this is all about the your humidity. Okay, yes,
Yes, sir.
yes or no? Okay, good. Next is your light. So light, I have very nothing because light is the portion of the physics or chemistry, and it has very less a relation with the agriculture and not much important. So I will not go in detail with the light. Okay, so you all know that there is the light is a visible range, that is the light used for the photosynthesis, and in visible range we just have violet, green, orange, blue, yellow, red, and every have different. It's start from the 400 mm to or 720 or 750 mm. So this is all your visual range, and it's a part of your physics chemistry. Just have a look. It's a very least impact with the agriculture. But just if someone will ask you which range is suitable for the agriculture point of view, or yeah, light range useful for photosynthesis, that it's 400 to 750 or 720 mm. Okay, it's your visible range. So only thing that I have to say in the light.
Sir,
And yeah,
sir, is it a range of red light?
no, it
Because
is a
red
range
light
of
is
visible light.
short.
Red light is here. It's a your red light, and it's your violet. Okay, and you will see that the whole range will be your visible light. Okay,
Okay, sir.
violet start with the violet, and you can also see that the wavelength. These are the wavelength. Wavelength and frequency are inversely related. Okay. So infrared, ultraviolet, if you have time, we will discuss it later on. Okay. First, we will cover that the portion that is important for the agriculture point of view. Okay. So coming to the important thing is that is temperature. Can anyone define what is the temperature? How you are going to define the temperature? Next weather element is temperature. Or what is the role of the temperature? Anyone?
It is measured as a hotness of the body of, or a object.
Okay, measure of degree of hotness and coldness of the body. It's like a cover both or degree of hotness and coldness of the body. Yeah. How you are going to measure the temperature? Degree of hotness and the coldness. Which instrument is used for measuring the temperature? Please.
Hello, sir.
Huh?
Thermometer.
Thermometer. Okay. Instrument name
Sir,
is thermometer. Yeah.
sir, board is not visible, white board.
Is it problem of everyone or only you are facing?
It is
Is it
Sir,
visible,
it's
visible?
sir.
visible. Sir, visible.
Please just rejoin the class.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So there are, I think, what is the SI unit of the temperature?
Kelvin.
Fahrenheit and your Kelvin. So what is the relationship between Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin? How you are going to convert Celsius into Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit into Celsius, or Celsius into Kelvin? Anyone?
To convert Celsius into Kelvin, we have to add 237 in Celsius.
37.
27.
For what?
Sir, we have to add 27 to convert in Kelvin.
No,
Sir,
273,
Kelvin
I
temp.
think.
Sir, to Kelvin is 300 Kelvin. To 27
Ah,
plus 273.
273 you have to add. First is your Celsius, second is your Fahrenheit, and third is your Kelvin. If you don't know the relationship, it's not a big deal. Just remember the trick. What is the minimum temperature for the Celsius? It's your 0 degree. Maximum is your 100 degree. Minimum for Fahrenheit is your 32 degree. Maximum for Fahrenheit is your, what is the maximum temperature for Fahrenheit? Please tell. Minimum temperature for Kelvin. What is the minimum temperature for Kelvin?
273. 273.
273. Okay. The, just you have to remember this only. And Celsius minus minimum upon max minus minimum. Just remember this for equation. F minus minimum, max minus minimum. Kelvin minus minimum, max minus minimum. Just fill the table, you will get the relationship between every value that you want to calculate. Celsius minus 0, 100 minus 0 is equal to Fahrenheit minus 32 upon 212 minus 32 is equal to K minus 273 upon 373 minus 273. Is it okay? Then C by 100 is equal to F minus 32 upon 180 upon K minus 273 upon 100. You can find any of the thing if you want relationship between Celsius and the Kelvin. Is it okay for you? Have you understand this? If you have to convert Celsius into Kelvin, just Kelvin minus 273. It's a relationship between Celsius and the Kelvin. If you have to convert this, so C upon 100 is equal to F minus 32 upon यहाँ पे 180. So 0 0 means Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. No need to remember the formula. Just remember this thing only. Easy or not? Easy to remember, I think. Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Okay. So this is all about your thermometer. Alright, sorry, temperature. One thing I have to mention that there are two type of thermometer. One is maximum thermometer. Maximum thermometer measure the maximum temperature of the day, whereas minimum thermometer will measure the minimum temperature of the day. So maximum thermometer is filled with the mercury. I think you also know that it's a element or non-metal that or it is a mercury is metal or non-metal.
Metal.
That is liquid at room temperature. Okay, and minimum thermometer is filled with the alcohol. So this is the very small or basic question for the agriculture point of view. So I think I have covered lots of the weather elements: humidity, te- temperature, light, rainfall. So solar and rainfall. One thing that I have left, that is wind. Okay. So we have to cover wind also. Next weather element is your wind. What do you mean by wind and air? What is the difference between wind and air? Please, how you are going to differentiate between wind and air? सुनने में तो एक ही लगता है दोनों.
Air which is flowing is called wind.
Good. In a upward, horizontal or vertical direction? Horizontal motion of the air is your wind. Air is important for your life, but if it's moving horizontally, we call it as a wind. Okay. So normally the wind speed is your 6 to 3 to 5 5 to 6 kilometer per hour. Okay, and in it can go up to 10 kilometer per hour in the monsoon season. So in wind there are two phenomena. First is your land breeze, second is the sea breeze. Okay, so land breeze and the sea breeze have also very good role for the blowing of the wind. Land bridge, and the again another is a sea bridge. So anyone would like to help me in this? What is land bridge? What is sea bridge? I will give just a hint. Land bridge occurs in the night. Okay. And sea bridge occurs in the day. Now anyone would like to explain what is the difference between land bridge and the sea bridge? Please, anyone? If you don't know answer, please say that no idea.
So no idea.
Sir,
Okay. Anyone would like to try?
sir, one is from sea ocean to land, and one is from land to ocean, but don't know
Okay,
exactly which
good.
one is which.
So which is from land, which is from? Okay. So suppose this is happening in the daytime. Okay, daytime. So in this daytime, wind blows from sea to land. In this daytime, sea breeze means the winds blowing from the sea to land in daytime, because winds blow from higher pressure to lower pressure. In the daytime, lands heated very fast. So, due to the high temperature, the pressure is going to be low at the land, and whereas the pressure at the sea is very high, that's why winds blow from the sea to land. We call it a sea breeze. Okay. And when it is carrying, going from the sea to land, then it's carrying the moisture with it. Okay. So most of the monsoonal wind are generally sea breezes that carry moisture and that precipitate on the land surface. But in the daytime and night time, in night, there is opposite. The surface that is heated faster, that is going to be cooler sooner. So जितना जल्दी जमीन हमारी गर्म होती है, उतनी जल्दी जल्दी ठंडी भी हो जाएगी. तो in night it will be cooler, it will be hotter. Then the pressure here pressure will be low, and here pressure will be high, and then wind start blowing from the land to sea, land to sea. So we call it as a land bridge. And generally it contains no moisture or less moisture. No moisture, better you say just write no moisture. I think it is clear to you. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And another thing is your evapotranspiration. Just first save, I have to save this.